Here we presents the top 5 best budget tablets. Starting at number 5, Amazon Kindle 8th generation. It's been 2 years since Amazon revamped their entry-level Kindle. The 8th generation Kindle comes with a handful of upgrades and comes in 2 colors, black and white. When compared to the 7th generation Kindle, the 2016 Kindle is 11% thinner and 16% lighter, and has a more rounded design, making it easier for experts to hold for long amounts of time. As far as the screen goes, there's no change from the previous version. It uses the same 6-inch, 167p resolution touchscreen. While good enough, critics did notice text looked blurry from far away, although they mention at regular reading distance the text was sharp enough. Those hoping for page turn buttons will have to pay extra for the Oasis or Voyage, as this entry-level device only offers a touchscreen. For most, this is no issue, as they found the touchscreen perfectly usable for turning pages and navigating the user interface. The one issue they did notice, however, was the darkness of the screen. Unlike other members of the Kindle lineup, his one does not offer front lighting. The ebook reader states, "My biggest problem with the new Kindle is how dark and gray the screen looks. Maybe it's partially because I got a white one, and it highlights how not white the screen background color is." However, being the cheapest in the upgraded Kindle lineup also means it is missing a few features such as 3G connectivity, front lighting, and a micro South Dakota slot. The cheapest version also includes ads, though consumers can pay additional to have these removed. And like the rest of the Kindle lineup, this one does not offer waterproofing. Despite some slight cosmetic changes and new accessibility features, the 8th generation Kindle is largely unchanged from its predecessor. While reviewers believe it might lure some book readers to try out a narrator, most find it hard to recommend. Digital Reader states, "It is much prettier than the 2014 model, and it is in every way an improvement, but my enthusiasm is tempered by the fact that I was satisfied with the 2014 model." PC Magazine adds, "The new Kindle is the best ebook reader you can get for the least amount of money, especially if you don't care about edge lighting or have less than $100 to spend." For more information and price, check out the product links in description. At number 4, Dragon Touch MAX10. Dragon Touch has been developing affordable tablets for almost a decade, and its latest flagship model is the MAX10, which is built to take on the Fire HD series. And considering that the manufacturer clearly has some understanding of its audience, the tablet can definitely become a better option than the newest HD8 Plus. And with 3GB of RAM, a full HD 10.1 display, a 5000 mAh battery, and the fairly potent mid-range ARM Cortex-A55 CPU, it's hard not to give it a second glance. It's also true that the tablet market has seen far better days, and because the Ultrabooks have gotten so thin, light, and powerful, and the display of the smartphones went above 6-inch, it gets a bit hard to justify purchasing a tablet in 2020. It will still remain desirable for media consumption due to the larger screen, and the Dragon Touch MAX10 does seem to shine in this department, sporting a dual speaker system, dual-band Wi-Fi connectivity, and the internal hardware should be enough for most games, even the more demanding ones. The affordable tablet market is a bit tricky since the price can be kept low only after the manufacturers have made some significant compromises, and I know that most of you would simply go for the Fire HD series and call it a day. But the Dragon Touch MAX10 is also a solid choice due to its bloatware-free interface that's backed by decently powerful hardware, allowing you to play games and open multiple apps without worrying too much about resources. Of course, you have to take into account the landscape layout for the buttons and cameras. The dim display and all those creaks, when holding the tablet in your hand, are not really doing justice to the metallic rear panel. Then again, this is a very affordable device, and if you can accept its shortcomings, then it's going to be a suitable tablet for keeping the kids occupied or on long voyages. Halfway of my list at number 3, Samsung Galaxy Tab A. After what feels like years of shelves filled with pixelated HD-ready budget tablets, there's finally something to recommend instead of the Amazon Fire HD 10. But is the Samsung Galaxy Tab A better? It has a smaller footprint, metal rear, better cameras, and, most important of all, full access to Google Play and the Google App Suite. The Fire HD 10 doesn't have that. It has a mostly aluminium back, for a feel not too dissimilar to an iPad. There's an inch-deep strip of plastic at the top that cheapens the design a little, but at this price I just don't care. Plastic is used here to aid the wireless antenna's transmission, and it almost certainly makes the Samsung Galaxy Tab A significantly cheaper to produce. Samsung has also brought the design into the present by trimming down the screen borders significantly since the last version of this tablet, released in 2016. The borders are even thinner than a 10.2-inch iPad 7's, and its footprint's smaller. When the thickness is also a super slim 7.5mm, the Samsung Galaxy Tab A's design is real 5-star stuff for a budget tablet. All the right choices have been made here, and I have not missed some of the obvious missing parts. There's no fingerprint scanner, which is no huge loss in a tablet. Some may disagree. There is no water resistance either, as expected. The Samsung Galaxy Tab A is a real alternative to an iPad for basics, with a sharp and colorful screen, and a design very close to that of 400-pound tablets. All in all, it's the best budget Android tablet around, if you don't like the restrictive approach of the Amazon Fire HD 10. Coming in at number 2. Fire 7 Tablet. I always find it a little cynical when Amazon calls a slightly updated version of one of its products all new when it really isn't. The latest version of Amazon's entry-level tablet, the Fire 7, is very similar to the 2017 version. It looks identical, except for some new color options, but it's got some small upgrades on the inside, namely a faster processor, according to Amazon, and a bump in the base storage from 8GB to 16GB, with a microSD expansion slot that lets you add up to 512GB of additional storage. A model with 32GB of internal storage is also available. We thought the previous version was a good value, particularly when it was discounted by $10 or even $15 during flash sales, and at those prices this updated model remains an attractive option for Amazon Prime members looking for a dirt-cheap serviceable tablet to experience Amazon's free content included with that Prime membership. It's certainly fine for parents to buy this model and add a case to it, but Amazon is also offering the new Fire 7 and a new Fire 7 Kids edition, which costs $100 or £100, and comes with 16GB of storage, 1 year of Amazon Free Time Unlimited, a kid-proof case with a new adjustable stand, and a 2-year free replacement policy. I personally don't think it's as good a value as the standard model, but some people will find it appealing. The big feature edition Amazon is highlighting is support for hands-free Alexa. That means that instead of hitting a virtual button on the screen to activate Alexa, you simply say the name Alexa as you would with an Echo device, so long as you're on Wi-Fi. The feature can be toggled off in the settings menu. It was already added to the Fire HD 8 and Fire HD 10. Amazon's slightly upgraded entry-level Fire 7 tablet remains a good value, but you're still better off spending a bit more for the HD 8 instead. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. And number 1. Fire HD 8 Tablet. Sure, they're hamstringed by Amazon's limited App Store offerings, the slow Silk web browser, and they push Amazon content, as if the AOL business model is still viable. But these days Fire tablets are both affordable and surprisingly powerful for a sub-$100 device. It doesn't even have a ton of competition in this price bracket. The entry-level iPad can run circles around them, but you can also buy 4 Fire HD 8 tablets for the same price. The slightly more square shape makes the Fire HD 8 easier to hold and offers a better reading experience, both vertically with the Kindle app and horizontally when browsing the web. The front camera has moved from the top of the device to the side, making landscape orientation the default for video chatting. Plus, the new camera position also makes it much easier to use the Fire 8 HD, as if it was an Echo Show smart display. Under the hood, the 2020 Fire HD 8 has an extra half gig of RAM over its predecessor, bringing the total to 2 GB. The Fire HD 8 Plus, on the other hand, adds another gigabyte on top of that, and can recharge wirelessly. The base storage has been bumped to 32 GB with a 64 GB model also available for both. And like previous models, there is a microSD card slot to expand your storage capacity up to 1 TB. The real question is whether you should spring for the Plus model with its extra RAM. Most people won't notice it, but if you want a more future-proof device, or you plan to use it for gaming, then the extra $20 for more RAM isn't a bad deal. Also keep in mind that, come Prime Day or other big sale events, these tablets will likely be available for prices in the $50 to $60 range, which is, quite frankly, a steal. I have included these product link in the description. You can check out this link for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.